Let's thank our speakers once again. You must be asking yourself what I'm doing with these flowers. Last week, I got a phone call from my mother telling me that my sister passed away in a car accident. Didn't expect it. It was hard. So now I need to go back home and bury my only sister. My mother has lost 3 already. So I'm all she has. So these bunch of flowers are for my sister. Her name is Balesa. It means flower. Hence, these flowers for her. These other bunch of flowers are for all citizens in this world. I did not only lose my sister, I'm losing other sisters and brothers, mothers and children across the world. So these are for all citizens of this land, the planet. So my name is Velaphi. In translation, it asks, where are you from? Where does your identity lie? Your humanity. My humanity is intertwined with yours. I remember arriving in Missouri in 2015 at the time where there was some racial conflicts. I was surprised by this because I did not expect it here in the United States. For in my world, the US was the prime example of democracy. As a South African, I have a deep understanding of the implications of racial discrimination and segregation because of what unfolded during the Apartheid era. And as I see and learn about other parts of the world, I understand that discrimination still lives on as a social illness, not only among South Africans, but what citizens of this world can identify with. So as we question our citizenship with respect to the world, the path to citizenship should bind us together rather than separate us. My talk today on Ubuntu plants a seed for a collective union in building a global community that strives for peace and humanity. Ubuntu is something we need to embrace and make it flourish. I've been mentioning Ubuntu. Some people may be thinking I'm talking about a computer operating system. I get that a lot. But I assure you, Ubuntu is more than that. Ubuntu is a philosophy of life originating from Africa, but lives within every one of us. Ubuntu manifests itself through various human acts. My sister was my everything. I would tell her everything. And now she's gone, and it's hard for me to actually stand before you and talk because I'm thinking of my mother back home. This is Archbishop Desmond Tutu. He stated Ubuntu profoundly suggests that we are interdependent and in community simply by being humans together. You cannot exist as a human being in isolation because we are all connected. I am who I am because of other people. I stand before you as a citizen because of citizens. He coined the phrase that South Africa is a rainbow nation because of what unfolded during the apartheid, all the struggle and segregation and social discrimination that occurred. So I also stand here and say that we are a rainbow union. If you can't point where you're from here, it's a good thing because you are a global citizen. As I mentioned, Ubuntu, it's very powerful. I grew up in a township called Vosloorus, east of Johannesburg in South Africa, where we'd actually engage through Ubuntu by knocking on the door of our neighbor, asking for sugar. Even though the neighbor didn't have much, they would give what they have. This is a sense of community. That's Ubuntu. In Africa, when a rooster owned by a family crows in the morning, it wakes up the entire community. That's Ubuntu. The late Nelson Mandela stated that what counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we've made to the lives of others that determines the significance of the life we led. Believe you me, I am definitely convinced that everyone uses Ubuntu. Through every interaction that stems from love and kindness, from our relationship with loved ones to ones at work. For if one is kind in executing anything they do or say, then that thing is destined to succeed and grow. But however, with human behavior, it can get too complex at times when we actually forget to adapt the Ubuntu definition with citizenship. We tend to be blinded by a limiting definition of who we really are as citizens. A Zulu proverb, umuntu ngumuntu ngabantu, which simply means a person is a person to other people. There's a tremendous beauty in it. And what you do in this very moment does not only affect people around you, but the entire world. Generally, in the US, when I'm greeted by how's it going, before I can actually finish my response by saying I'm good, thanks, and how are you? The person is gone. Yeah, I get that a lot. Where I'm from, the Zulu greeting Sawubona means I acknowledge you. I see you. For being acknowledged is a highly respectful gesture of one's existence as a citizen. Funny enough, the phenomenon of African time, that is, Africans being late, can be solely blamed on Ubuntu. Because the African greeting of Ubuntu extends to how the family is doing. This, of course, includes the children, the parents, the loved ones, grandparents, and the neighbor. And before you know it, an hour has passed. So back home, when you organize an event, you schedule it an hour before because you know Ubuntu will take place. So today, when you are late for a meeting, just tell them you encountered Ubuntu. These paintings by Nelson Makamo teaches us a very important lesson today, that black and white are not who we really are as citizens. We are bold, beautiful, colorful, and powerful citizens. And as we move forward on the quest to make the world a better place for all its citizens, we need to make Ubuntu expand in each and every one of us and beyond. I would like to leave you with these few words I would like to mention. This is for all nations to take Ubuntu into consideration towards globalization, for teaching future generations. And of course, we must not forget to teach their hearts too. For it is not our wealth or status it's not our wealth or status or the color of our skin that makes us citizens, but our mere existence of being human together. I thank you.